If you want to live your perfect day, I've put a life map together for you so you can figure out exactly what you want and how to get it. It'll help you to optimize your life without wasting time. So grab your free life map below where I'll teach you how to design, build and live your dream life. It is easier than you think. Now, I was asked, what is my perfect day and how would it look so many times in so many different personal development courses. And while it was a fun idea, it always felt like it was like a far off dream that could never really be achieved. But in the last few years, things have changed drastically. What once felt like it was an impossible dream now feels closer than ever. Despite struggling to shake the chronic fatigue that I'm dealing with, it's still had so many moments that just make me go, oh wow, I can't believe this actually happened. Now, what's changed? Funny enough, the dream hasn't changed much. In fact, that whole dream life that I've always had is still there, but the experiences I've had along the way have just blown my mind. Like, I've had bits of that dreams for different times. Like, I lived on the beach in the Gold Coast. I could see the ocean from my bedroom. I've always wanted to live on the beach, and that happened out of nowhere. I get to drive the dream car that I've always wanted. Okay? I've got a thriving social life with friends that I never even dreamed that up that was going to be possible. You know, it was always one of those things where you're just like, oh, it'd be so cool to have that. And guess what? Bang, it's there. All right? I work only as much as I want to. I don't push it any harder than is necessary anymore because I did that for so many years and I found that didn't work. I try and spend my time doing more of the things that I love doing with the people that I enjoy spending my time with, and my life is better than I could have imagined. Now, is it perfect yet? No. But it is so close, and I'm so grateful for the life that I do have. So here's how you can live your perfect day, or at least move closer towards it. Firstly, you got to design it. You've got to figure out what that looks like. What are the things that you're looking for your perfect day, or any day? Like, one of the easiest ways to do it is think about where you want to go off for on holiday, and why do you want to go there on holiday. I personally love Hawaii. I love being at the beach. I love the atmosphere. I love the feel of the place. I love the outdoor lifestyle that goes with being by the water. And guess what? That's kind of within my perfect day. I want to be doing those things. I want to be by the water, living the island life. And quite often I'm doing that where I live right now. So what do you want? Where do you want to be? Where would you like to live? Who would you like to be with? What do you want to be doing? Do you want to be working, or do you want to be just hanging out? Do you want to be living at the beach like I do? Or do you want to be by the lake or the river or a farm property? Or do you want to be on a high-rise building in the city? Whatever it is, if you can figure that out, then you have a chance to be able to move closer towards it. But if you haven't really thought about it, how are you actually going to get there? So where is it that you want to live? Is it a particular city or state or country? Do you need to move in order to be able to find that place? What about right now? What's the best place that you could end up living right now? Who you want to be with? Is it family, or is it friends, or is it a partner? Do you have a partner? Do you need to find a partner? How does that fit into your perfect day? It can be a lot to try and figure out all of these details, but unless you actually start to try and plan it out, just look at what it might look like, you're never going to have a chance, because you're never going to be able to work towards it. Which brings us on to step number 2, which is build it. You've got to know a rough plan of what you want so that you can start trying to do those things on a regular basis, or work towards those different things. Sometimes living on the beach is not the easiest thing to do. It can be very expensive. I got lucky when I ended up living on the beach and I got a really good rate of rent, and it just happened to fit within where I wanted to. Things just worked out. But at a different time, maybe you're going to have to pay a whole lot more in rent, which means If you want to live by the beach or you want to live in a particular place and it's going to cost you more, maybe you need to figure out what you're going to do work-wise. What are you going to do to be able to bring X amount of money in to be able to make things work? Do you need to change your job? Do you need to change your career? Do you need to look at doing some sort of a side business as well as your regular job? Do you need to upskill and go and learn something in order to be able to earn more money that way? What is it you've got to do to be able to build that life? Do you need to change in order to be able to attract certain people into your life? Do you need to learn better communication skills so that you can then sell yourself or sell a product or a service or what have you? Do you want to be able to do what I'm doing right now and get in front of the camera and try and work on a more remote way? What are you going to do to get started with that? For me, I decided I was going to do 100 YouTube videos in 100 days because worst case scenario, I'm going to get better at talking on camera. I'm going to get better at figuring out a backdrop and lighting and audio and editing and all of those things. It's part of the process for me getting to that ideal lifestyle that I want. So how can you build yours? You've got your design in mind. What are you going to do? What are the little steps? A lot of the time it can be overwhelming, but think about it this way. If you have one of those things in your ideal lifestyle that you want to work for, and it's right up here and it seems so out of reach, break it down into steps. What are the steps that it's going to take for you to be able to get there? And then what's the first step that you can take? Focus only on that. Don't worry about what's up here. Just get your first step. Because once you take your first step, you might be able to see what the next step is. But until you take that first step, quite often, it's not even visible. This ultimate goal is often way, way bigger than you can imagine it's like ever actually being able to achieve. But something down here, possibly achievable. Step 1, step 2, yeah, you can do that. So just get started there. You would be surprised at the power that you get from just taking that first step and seeing what happens. It helps you to gain confidence and motivation in yourself because you've now done something. Oh, you're a little bit closer. Guess what? Just do another little bit more. A little bit more. Another step, another step, another step. All of a sudden, you are so much closer than you ever thought, or you might have just gotten there and be like, wow, okay, I can't believe that actually happened. But you've got to do it. You've got to build it. You've got to put the time and effort in. You can't just sit on the sidelines doing nothing. It doesn't work that way. It's all great for this manifestation stuff that you hear people talking about. Oh, I manifested this and this and this. That's great that you thought about it. Cool. Get to work. You still got to go and do your part. You have to take action on those things in order for them to present in your life. You can't just sit on the sidelines just waiting, watching and hoping that something is going to change. You've got to take the effort. You've got to do the work. So go and do that. Step number 3 is live. You live that perfect day bit by bit. You might not get all of it straight away, but you might find that there are bits of your perfect day that you're already living. Identify those and make sure you are grateful to yourself for giving that part of your day to yourself. Be grateful that you're actually able to do that, that you've got this thing. Because that's really important for you to feel like, hey, I'm getting somewhere. Hey, this is actually pretty good. Hey, this is not the worst day I've ever had. This is I could do this. I could get used to this. The more that you work on that design and really refine what you want, the more work you put in building it, the easier you'll see things come into your life that are just now part of your ideal lifestyle. They're just there, and it's there every day. And you might only find that you start out with 5% of your perfect day. But you might find that in a month or two time, you're at 10 or 20% of your perfect day. And things are getting better. Things feel better every day. Tell you what, the closer you get to your perfect day, the more in flow that you feel and more in control you feel of your life, because things are moving towards what you really want. That's when life really gets exciting. That's when you'll start to see weird coincidences show up that make you feel like you're on the right track. You'll meet some of the people that you never thought you'd meet. They're like, oh wow, I can't believe I met this awesome person today, and they're going to help me with this thing, and I met this person, I met this, and this thing happened, and all of a sudden the things that are moving you towards it, you feel like you've got some momentum moving you towards where you want to go. So keep it up. Honestly, you've just got to take those little steps and then see them living into your life Take the little steps, see them living into your life. It gets better. But you got to design it so you know what you want. You got to build it by working your ass off to go and get it. Putting the right pieces in place so that you can actually get one step at a time closer to where you want to get to. And then you live it bit by bit, enjoying those little bits of your perfect day that you get until it's more and more close to that perfect day that you really want. You want to live your perfect day, you want to live your ideal lifestyle, I've got a free 28-day program to help you get there, working on your physical, your mental and emotional health, your finances, your social health, being able to communicate with people better, getting back to doing more of those fun things that you want to do. We spend 28 days going through all of that, refining that, designing what you want and putting it together so you can go and start living it as soon as possible. Click the link below and you can jump in that. I'll see you there on the inside.